Hello students, today we are going to start part 1 of the chapter number 4 using Python libraries. The first topic is module and library. A module is a file in Python with a .py extension which consists of functions, classes, objects, variables and constants. Whenever we start writing a program in Python, we save the file with .py extension, and that file is considered as a module in Python. It may consist of functions, that is block of codes which perform a particular task. It may consist of classes and objects which we will learn further. It may also consist of variables like a, b, c, x, y, z, or it may consist of some constants, any variable having a fixed value or any integer numeric value. It may also consist of some statements, that is the instructions provided to execute a given task. Now modularity is the process of dividing the program into the small parts. Whenever we write a program, we may divide the program into some functions or classes or objects. So this is generally what we are doing, is dividing the program into small parts. Why we are doing it? To reduce the complexity and to make the program easier to understand. There is one term related to module, that is docstring. Docstring are the triple quoted comments for documentation and to enhance the readability. Sometimes while writing the name of any function or executing any statement, we write with it its work in triple quotes. So that is known as docstring in a module. Now let us come to library or package. Library and package are the terms used interchangeably. A library is also known as a package. It is a collection of modules which consist of the various functions. The functions can be built-in or user-defined to perform a particular type of task. Now you must have seen, when you work in Windows, you can create a folder and you can put some files in it. So you can think of library as a folder and the files you can think of as the modules. So when we talk about library, it is a collection of modules which can have functions, that is built-in and user-defined, and classes objects which we have learned just now in modules to perform a particular type of task. Now in the picture you can see here, this is a package, or you can say library. It has further subparts in it, that is they are known as modules, and modules can have further parts which are known as sub-modules. So we can have different types of libraries in Python. One is the Python standard libraries, that is it has the collection of modules that are already downloaded. Only we need to import them and they can be directly used for different operations. But the example of this is math, random and statistics. But there are also other Python libraries which need to be installed and downloaded, and they need to be configured to use them. For example, NumPy, Matplotlib, tkinter, SciPy. About these libraries we will learn further. Now let us learn about the components of a module. This is our one file in Python and the name of the file is m10.py. So you can say m10 is a module. Now whatever the function is doing or the program is doing, we have given here addition and subtraction of two numbers. Here there is a add function which is returning a plus b, and there is a subtract function which is returning a minus b. So our function 1 is add, function 2 is sub. So these are the functions. Components of a module comprises of the functions. It comprises of the docstrings, that is the ones written in triple quotes are the docstrings. This one and this one. These three are our docstrings. This is the name of the module. If we have taken any variable whose value is fixed, that will be taken as a constant. So these are the components of a module. Next we have is namespace and help. Now what is the meaning of namespace? Namespace controls all the names, that is the names of the variables or the names of the functions in a program, and help us to reuse the same. Like suppose we have two different files or two different modules, but the functions in which we have made it, that is the functions which we have made, have the same names. File have two different names but the function names are same in both the modules. So in order to resolve the confusion, the name of the module is written before the name of the function. This we will understand practically. Next we have is help function. It gives the documentation of a module. That is, if we write the name of any function inside the parenthesis or the name of any module, so it will tell us the name of the module, the file in which it is stored, the function it has, and the variables it stores. Now the syntax to use the help function is import keyword, module name, the name of the module. Then in the next line give the help keyword and in the parenthesis write down the name of the module. If you want to see the keywords, all keywords which are used in Python, you can simply give the statement help and in the parenthesis keyword in order to see all the keywords. You can type this in the interactive mode as well. Now next is using a module. How do we use a module in Python program? We know that we have some modules which are in the Python library, that is Python standard library modules. It consists of some of the modules like math module is there, which has all the mathematical function. Random module is there, which help us to take out random numbers, and statistic module is there, which help us to find out mean, mode, median. About these all modules we will discuss in detail in the next part. So the syntax to import a module is import name of the module and in the next line module name dot function name. This dot is known as period technically, and the process of writing in the above form, that is module name dot function name. जब आप इस तरह से लिखते हैं तो this process or this above form is known as the dot notation. Let us see an example. We have written here import is the keyword, module name is math here. Now z equals to math dot square root and in the bracket it is 49. So this is the name of the module and square root is the function inside the module math. And this is the value taken by, or you can say the parameter taken by the function square root. Then we give the print statement print z. So here you can see that square root is the function of the module math, or you can say object of the module math. Now there are different ways to import the module. The first is we have seen write down the import keyword and then you write down the name of the module. So it will import all the functions of that module. If you want to use the power function, if you want to use the square root function or any other function related to the math module, you can use anywhere. The main important thing is when you start with the import keyword, you have to first type the name of the module and then you have to type the name of the function. Second method is import module name 1, module name 2. Sometimes it may happen that we want to use the functions of different modules. In that case we can import any number of modules by putting the import keyword and here specifying the name of the module. So in this case we have given import math, comma, random. So math is a separate module, random is a separate module. From the math module we have taken the square root function and from the random module we have taken the random function. In random module there is a function which has the same name, that is the random function. The third method is import module as alias name. Suppose there is a module named math and I want to use this math module again and again. So instead of writing the full name, I can give some other name. Like some of you must be having some other names at home and some other names in the school. So similarly that is known as the alias name. So here we have given the name of the module math as M2. Now instead of writing here module name as math, we are typing here M2 and then we are specifying the function of math module, that is square root. So here M2 is just a alternative name for the module math. Next is using the from keyword. From module name import function name. From is a keyword, math import square root. Sometimes we want to take only one function from the full module to just make the space a little less. So that is why we use the from keyword, then give the module name, then import keyword and then the one function which we want to import. You have to remember this thing, that when you are taking the module from the from keyword, then there is no need to write down the name of the module in the next line or in the next statement. You can see here that here we have given a print statement and we have simply written square root parenthesis 36. We have not typed here math dot square root because there is no need of this one. The fifth method is from module name, import function 1, function 2 and so on. It is the same as this one. The only difference is that you can import any number of functions from a particular module. Like here we have taken from math, import square root comma pi. So from the math module we have imported two functions, that is square root and pi, and then we have used them without using the dot notation or without using the name of the module. Simply we have written print square root 25 and print pi. Now the sixth one and the last one is from module name import star. So when we use this keyword, then what we can do is from math import star. So what the star will do, it will import all the functions and objects of that module. So now from the math module, if you use any of the function, then it will not show any error. But if you have taken only two functions and here you give the name of some other functions, like I have imported here square root and pi and I am trying to use here the power function, then it will create an error in the program. So there is a note here that when we import using the from keyword, then there is no need to write the module name before the function name. Now you can see in all three we have imported the module using the from keyword, and nowhere in the print statement we have written the name of the module because it is not required. So this is the assignment part. Before coming to the assignment, let us see the practical part, whatever we have learned. So here we have import math and here we are trying to use the help function. Let us see what is the output of this one. Now you can see here it tells you the name of the module, that is math. It tells you the description that this module provides access to the mathematical functions defined by C standard. Then it tells you the names of all the functions which are there in the math module which can be used directly and the work of all the functions. So this is the way if you want to find out the names of the functions or any other thing about any module, you can just write it down like this. Now here we have taken of math, let us write down of some other module. So here we have taken the random function by using the import keyword and we say help random. So when we press the enter key, you can see here it tells you the help part of the random function. It says name random, that is random variable generator. It tells you the description about it, that is integers uniform within the range, sequences and some other things about this. The functions which can be used in this one, classes which can be used. See, it has the classes also. So this will cover in the later part of the chapter. So here we have a module named M10. You can see the name on the title bar here. And it has two functions. One is the add functions which is taking two parameters and returning us the addition of two values, and the another is the subtract function. It is again taking two parameters and returning us the difference of the two numbers. Now let us import this module in some another module, or you can say file. Here we have is the module named M11 and we have imported the M10 module in this module, and we have given two print statements which are calling the function add and subtract. As we know that in order to call the function with the help of module, we need to give the module name first, this period, and then we have to give the name of the function. Here we have taken two parameters a and b, so we have provided the value of the two parameters. In case of add we have given 20 and 10, and in case of the subtract function we have given the value as 50 and 10. Here we have created one more add function that we will use in the third module, but now for this time we are going to calculate the add and subtract function. Since the two functions are only returning the values and not giving any print statement, so print statement we have specified here. Now when this function is being called with the parameters 20 and 10, it will go to this function and it will give us the value 20 plus 10, that is 30. After that the next print statement is the function subtract is being called here. So it will again give the two parameters. The value of A will become 50 and the value of B will become 10. So here what it is doing, it is finding the difference of the two numbers A minus B. So we have given here 50 and 10, so the answer will be 50 minus 10, that is 40. Let us check the output of this one. Now you can see the output here, it has come 30 and 40. Okay. Now let us import this module also in the third module. Here we have our third module and the name of the module is M12. So in this case what we have imported is M11 module as well as M10 module. Now you can see when it will import M11 module, M11 is importing the M10 module which has the add and subtract function which are being called in the M11 module. Now what we are doing here is there is an add function in M10 also and M11 also. So let us remove the comment from here. Here we have add function in M11 as well as in M10. So we are importing both the add functions. When we are calling the add function, so we have specified the name of the module. So we have given the print statement here. First is M10.add 40, 10. So which add function will be called? The function which is there in the M10 module, that is this function. Now if we say print M11.add and 30, 10, the parameters which we have given, so this will call the add function of the module M11. Now there is a difference between the values they are returning. The add function in the M10 module is returning the addition of two numbers, whereas the add function in the M11 module is returning the multiplication of the two numbers. Let us see the output of this one. Now you can see the output. Earlier when we called these two functions from the M11 module, the value was coming 30, 40. So the same value is coming now again. The difference is in these two print statement. Now here the module M10's add function has been called and it gives 40 plus 10 as 50. And in this the function add of M11 module has been called, which is returning the value A into B. So it says A into B, 30 into 10 is 300. So this is our output. So here is the list of the keywords in Python. So we can find it using the help of help function and typing keywords in the single or double quotes. Now the first question says, what do we call a file in Python with .py extension which consists of functions, classes, objects, variables and constants? This we have discussed. You can write down very easily. What is a library in Python? What are the different ways to import a module? Explain them. In this question you have to write down the different ways and you can give one example for each. And the last question is explain the use of help function in Python. This also we have discussed. So you can do this very easily. You can give the example with the help of help function and then complete the assignment in your notebooks.